Hello guys, Andre Sturtian here with Supreme Charts. Today I have a special video. I want to go over a little bit of investing, why to invest in 2019, who should be investing, and also where to start putting your first dollar. So the literal term of investing is the act of committing money or capital to an endeavor that you believe will give you something in return. So basically it is an asset that you believe you will put money into and it will give you back more money than you put in to begin with. Unlike consumption, where I believe you put your hard-earned cash into a selfish need just for pure enjoyment, investing, on the other hand, is something that you put cash into to work in return for you and to compound more money for your future. Now, although investing does seem easy and glorified to the successful people doing it and in the movies, it does, however, come with its drawbacks, which include losing money. Not all investments make money. It is up to the individual person to choose the right investments and to know when to sell and when to buy. Usually the way investments work is the more reward that you want, the more risk that is probably going to be added on. So in the past, stocks have been hands down the easiest form of investing for beginners, but now since times are kind of shifting, I believe that cryptocurrencies are making the come up and becoming kind of a retail investment vehicle for some people that are starting out with low capital that also would like to experience some high volatility and some good profits. So the number one reason I believe anybody out there watching should invest is solely for the fact that they should be trying to combat inflation. Inflation is the increase in the money supply that we have in the US dollar, which causes prices to increase, including anything from everyday milk at the grocery store, gasoline at the pumps, and even just haircuts and anything that you do on a daily basis. So inflation is currently sitting at about 2%, which means that goods and services that we interact with every day are in a steady 2% rise in price. But many studies have shown that the CPI, or the inflation indicator, is actually wrong. And if you look closely at the goods and services that we buy every day, they're actually rising at a rate higher than 2%. So with that being said, just a theoretical scenario, if you have $10,000 and you put it in your bank account, you wait 5 years at 2% inflation, that's 10% inflation. Now your $10,000 doesn't act as $10,000. It now has the purchasing power of $9,000. So you're actually losing money by keeping it in the bank because you are losing against inflation. If you take your money out of the bank and you put it into a stock or a bond or a cryptocurrency, at least you have the opportunity to make more than inflation and have a return on your investment. So when you're starting out, when you want to invest your first dollar, it can get very confusing with all of the terminology, all of the different brokerages that are out there, and just all of the different types of investments that you can make. So what do? My opinion is you download an app like Coinbase or Robinhood to get you started, which are the easiest platforms to trade and by far the cheapest. Robinhood is perfect for beginners because not only can you trade stocks, but you can also trade cryptocurrencies, and there are no fees when trading. Other brokerages have $4, $5, even $6 charges per trade, which is going to add up and lower all of your profits. Robinhood is going to be the best place to start, hands down. Just keep into consideration that Robinhood has a strict 3-day trade policy, which means that you can only day trade within 3 days out of 5 trading days. So if you start trading on a Monday, you can have a day trade on Monday, a day trade on Tuesday, and a day trade on Wednesday, but that's it. You cannot day trade for the rest of the week. You have to wait a couple more days. Another small tip when you are just getting started is to only invest how much you are willing to lose. I hear way too many times People go all in, they put all their money into something, and that asset can go to zero and you lose everything. So before you make any decisions, take into consideration how much money you're comfortable losing and come up with a good trading strategy that fits your criteria. So once you've picked your brokerage and you're all ready to go with your money, it is now time to pick what type of assets you want to invest in. So I started out with cryptocurrencies just because of the whole phenomenon in 2017 and the community based behind it on social media like Twitter and Instagram, and also just because of the high volatility. I knew that I was going to make the most money in crypto. Now, if you're more reserved and you don't want to take that much risk, it's perfectly fine to just go full stocks and go online and pick some of the companies that you think will excel in 2019, 2020. Some of the ways that you can research for stocks can be doing your own type of research online or turning on a channel like CNBC or Fox Business to hear what the professionals have to say and to see their opinions on what they think is going to happen next in the market. So that wraps it up for my investment video today. I hope you guys learned a little bit of something that you didn't know before. I really encourage you guys all to go out and try investing. It has changed my life and I hope that it can change yours. Not only have I made more money for myself, but I've also learned some amazing life lessons that will help me for the future, including patience and emotional intelligence. If you liked the video, make sure to show me down below with a little like and a comment. I'd be happy to respond and connect with all of you guys. So with that being said, I will see you next time.